This video is a continuation of the last video we did based upon the Comic-Con information that we all got. There were a couple things that have annoyed the Ninjago fans. For example, there was something about Wildfire that they didn't want to tap into her appearance, which I think made perfect sense, but people in the community were a bit iffy about. Understandable, but Doc White had a great answer to that. One of the questions that were asked was about the administrator, if we're ever going to learn who the identity is. And apparently the answer was, it's not a Ninjago Dragons Rising story to answer. What? Now, let's quickly just break this down, because this video is most likely going to be a rant and a discussion. I don't know where this video will technically lead, because this is just thoughts and opinions, because it's everywhere in the Ninjago community at this point. So let's get on with it. Now, why is the administrator not such an important part to Ninjago Dragons Rising story? I do agree with that on a technical and a story note. Yes, of course, the administrator is not an important key part of this for several reasons, because at the moment, the Merge and Lord Raz's Master is the main story beat. Up to Season 5, at least. Now, that isn't to say the administrator's role doesn't connect into this. You have several characters that have something to do with the administration, especially after Season 3 Part 2 is over, and actually leaves a lot more questions, thanks to Season 3 Part 2. Because, realistically, the administrator isn't such a bad person, but a person who is sort of lost as a thought of a train of compassion. It doesn't have a certain idea to his brain, I guess, would be the right answer. But one thing's for sure, he wanted to recruit one of the ninja. That was something that he wanted to do. Now, Doc White was also asked if there could be an administrator sort of legend sort of thing, and even Vincent Tong, Kai's voice actor, said, yeah, that would be such a great idea. Pretty much, you get the fans are giving you the freaking ideas and the money to do this, so why not do it? The answer was, that'd be pretty great, and I think that's what they should lead into. I think an administrative thing with Jay and how Jay lost his memory would be such a good idea. If the administration even helped Jay lose his memory. Be pretty cool. I think there's a huge story they want to tap into them. But like they said, it's not a Ninjago Dragons Rising story. Which I call bullshit. Because Jay is a part of the story, no matter how you see this. If the whole plot point of Ninjago Dragons Rising's first 5 seasons will be based upon unity, and next season, from what we have knowledge of, at least the 6 original ninja will be at core, and the 4 new ones will be on their own journey. I feel that this is a need-to-know necessity to getting everyone back onto place. I think Ninjago needs to take a slight breakdown of what they want to do for the next 2 seasons, and have a look at, is this the team they want to go at? Now, realistically, I have faith in Doc White's storytelling because, to be honest, majority of his storytelling is really good. If you look at where the ninja are at now compared to where they were put into Crystallize or previous seasons in Season 11 to Crystallize, I like this framework rate of these ninja a lot better. To be even more honest with you, I don't know how I exactly feel moving forward. But then again, 5 seasons is their sort of deadline for the end of what Doc White wants to tell in this story. If it's good enough, Ninjago will be greenlit to do further stuff. Which is obvious, but obviously then Doc White will still have the key to it. And if Doc White wants, he can tap into the administration and why they do what they do. I guess it's just a here and there, and Doc White doesn't want to separate from the thing. But just saying that it's not a Ninjago Dragons Rising story beat to play at is firstly a lie, because you have several characters that delve into it. Now, this video will feel like more of a rant, so I am cutting it real short because I don't want to repeat my same arguments. But this is something that's been in the fandom of discussion, trying to theorize who the administrator is, why he's doing all these things. We know a lot of information about him at this point, thanks to Duck White. Even Duck White suggesting that this isn't an old person returning, because Garmadon knew about the administration, so this was something that was prior to the original series. So there's a lot of questions that we need answers to, and I feel like a separate series could answer these. At the same time, I get Duck White does not want to answer these in the main show yet. Could be something that we find out later down the line. I would have also liked the idea, because we know we're going to find out about Zane and Pixel's pods. If the administrator had something to do with it, I think that would be a sick idea. But in the comments, let me know your thoughts. Thank you guys for watching today's video. Peace out.